book came out in 2018, so you're looking at a lot of stuff up through the 2016 cycle, obviously. And in the book,
Mhm.
you talked about that in light of all the stuff that came out with Trump, stuff he said, the stuff he was accused of, all that kind of stuff, it was surprising in the sense that the country had nominated a woman major party candidate, right? Hillary Clinton, and then she
Mhm.
lost. And as you now have the benefit of kind of hindsight, as you looked in and you wrote all about it, and even since, like why was that not enough for women to kind of rush in and get her to the White House on their own?
Well, I think there were a few things. One is that white women did not show up for her the way that they needed to for her to win. And that's not unique to Hillary Clinton. White women have been trending more conservative for really since about 2000 when it was about evenly split. So that part wasn't all that surprising just because that had been the trend. You would think that maybe there would be a little bit more motivation because there was a woman candidate, and my experimental research would have suggested that. I think what makes it even more unique, though, is that Hillary Clinton had so much political history that even people who maybe would vote for a woman, a Democratic woman, had issues with her. And she wasn't doing enough to mobilize those women voters. The other thing that I think is important is that we're not looking at the popular vote, right? So we're looking at there's still a gender gap. Overall, women still favored Clinton over Trump. Uh, but when you break that down by swing states and by the electoral map, things get a little bit dicier. So the gender gap has increased a little bit in the past since 2012, about at between 10 and 12%, but we didn't see a huge jump in 2016. I'm not all that surprised. There also wasn't a lot to mobilize women voters issue wise. Like it was a very like Trump is awful. He's done all these terrible things. He said bad stuff about women. And that was really the center of Clinton's campaign was not Trump. There wasn't as much pro Hillary, pro Clinton part of that campaign. And that's something I think that's different this time around.